so. Okay, just got back from the auto parts store, Pep Boys, with my cam sensor. Can't afford a mechanic. My car has been giving me problems lately. The light comes on every once in a while. I'll be driving down the road and it'll just and sputter out and feel like it's gonna die. And I know I'm just gonna get stuck somewhere. So I'm supposed to get it smogged too, of course, which is gonna cost me money. I don't wanna get it smogged unless I get this thing fixed, which is all just going to cost me money and we can't afford it. So I went online, I did a little studying. They have those code readers that you see sometimes in some of the auto parts stores or Harbor Freight Tools, and I always wondered what that was and thought it was cool. But did you know, built into your car, there are actually fault code sensors inside, and sometimes it took me a few times to do it. Go online, find out what kind of car you have and how to get the fault codes off of your odometer or speedometer down there. I found it yesterday, and so we're going to do an experiment. There's no YouTube videos on how to do this, or at least I haven't seen, so I figured I would make one. So what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in to where the tachometer is, or the odometer, excuse me. A little bit of a reflection, but what mine is, you can get a good visual on it. You put the key in, without starting the engine, turn it on, off, and then on. And if you watch, see that? See where it says done? It gave me a little code there. That was pretty cool. See if we can do it again. Mine was P030, and that means something. You can go online and find out what all of these things mean by cylinder 5 isn't firing, or maybe the fuel. Let's do it again. I didn't quite catch it that time. I don't want to be in the reflection where we can catch it here. So on, off, on, off, on. Let's watch. P0340. You see that code right there? Done. Self-diagnosis in your car. Ha, 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 ha. You go online, P030 is actually a cam sensor. $24 at Pep Boys. Online, the same people who I found the same problem with, they said it's a cam sensor, 2 bolts to put this in. How much do you think this would cost going to a mechanic, having them tell me how much it's going to be, what it was, all the parts and maintenance? So this may be a big disaster, but I went to Pep Boys for like $38, bought this cam sensor. I'm going to go stick it in under the hood, and we're going to see what happens and if I can just get away with, you know, $40 mechanics fee. I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, so this is the part that'll freak out the wives. Got everything open here. There's the air filter. Right there is where the sensor is, and this is what I'm trying to take off, is this shaft sensor, I guess. This little red tab. I don't want to rip everything apart, so I'm going to pull out this pin on this thing, and I believe that should release it. The last thing you want to do is screw up any electrical wires, right? Oh yeah, no. Okay, took about 30 minutes or so. Washed my hands. Not even very dirty, got a couple cuts, but there it is in there. Had to move just a hose and this oil. So what I'm going to do is actually, this is the first time I've started it, so I'm praying, man. Let's see what happens. Let's go in here. Boom! But the engine light's still on. Shit! Well, we'll see. Whether or not, hopefully, oh, you son of a bitch! Hopefully it still works with the, at least with the cam, where I don't lose power anymore. That's one of the big things, and I can get it smogged. Well, it was kind of a half success. Okay, just got back from the smog place with our new passed piece of paper. So all the smog's done, and since the last time I talked to you, if you go in and you look, the check engine light is now no longer on. So save a lot of money, do your self-diagnosis, go online, find out what the codes are, and maybe sometimes you can even just fix it for yourself for just a few dollars. You're welcome.